Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sports Factory Podcast. Man, today is a very interesting day because there is definitely many things to talk about. But look, I'm not going to jump into you too quick. I'm going to give you some time to sit back a little bit, just some time, because for the first time, I need to talk about me. Because I talk about you quickly all the time. I need to talk about me for the first time. I have to give out an apology. It's very important I apologize to someone, right? And I'm going to apologize to Mr. Lovie Smith. Because Lovie Smith, you weren't a double agent. You were a triple agent. Because Lovie Smith, I thought when you won that game against the Indianapolis Colts, you set me back 5 years. That's what I thought, Lovie, right? Every Chicago Bear fan on earth was so excited. Lovie Smith still works for us. Oh, my gosh. They were happy. And I was sad. As all of this has aged, the many months later, I look to be the only one out of the three people who were involved, the three teams involved, who is happy. The Carolina Panthers are involved, the Chicago Bears are involved, and the Houston Texans are involved. And only the Texans feel happy at this moment. Now, things can change, but I think it's pretty certain that Chicago is in hell. And they're going right back to get that number one pick and try again. They're not trading it this time, though. They keeping it this time. They ain't trading it this time. Lovey, thank you so much. And from the Chicago people, I feel so sorry for you. You made the wrong decision again at quarterback. You do that a lot. Should have drafted Patrick Mahomes. You would never have any of these problems. But CJ Stroud with 4 offensive linemen down. His receivers no one could name before the season started. He has no one game right now because offensive line hurt. And the fact that he has the NFL record for passing attempts to start a career without an interception. He has 900 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. Only 2 people have had more in their first 3 starts. Cam Newton and the person John hates the most, Justin Herbert. CJ Stroud, his ability to anticipate throws, good footwork in the pocket, got good ball placement, good accuracy. All this stuff is a major turn on that I did not expect because CJ Stroud has every excuse to be ass because I fully expected CJ Stroud to suffer with 4 offensive linemen on IR before the season started. That is stupid. I expected complete doom. So Lovey, for the first time, I'm feeling plot just a little bit. I'm not going to say CJ Stroud going to be some all-time great, but I said his high, his peak, his ceilings are Joe Burrow, and that's what I wanted, him to be like Joe Burrow. So thank you, Lovey. For a rookie, I'm telling you, he going to have a bad game. He's going to have some bad games because he's a rookie. He will have games that are bad. He's going to have games with those interceptions, but the early returns are amazing. And for Chicago, that man's a bust. I'm sorry. that man's a bust, and it is what it is. So that's for my Texan fans who are excited to finally see some. We're not gonna make the playoffs. That's not gonna happen. Teams hurt. Everybody injured in this. Everybody injured. I don't know who is our training staff people, but we have so many IR people. It's insane. It's like last year's Broncos. It's freaking insane. But thank you, love you. Shout out to you, buddy. I hated you. I love you now. I gotta go to a more. I gotta jump from my happiness. I'm gonna jump to a person.
Wait. You're happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Are you a Texans fan?
I've been. What are you talking?
I mean, I don't know because I thought you told us that you're not a fan of the team after they gave Hopkins away.
I mean, like
the contract. I mean, are you a fan now?
We had a conversation.
Did you void your contract?
We had a conversation where we would talk about the draft pick getting CJ Stroud. Now, if I wasn't a fan, I wouldn't care if they drafted CJ Stroud. But of course, you saw me happy they drafted CJ. Mauricio, what's up, man? Mauricio coming in.
So
you saw me happy. So that was 3 years ago. I was a free agent. I said, you know what? Let me just watch Davis Mills. Almost threw up. But if they didn't pick up CJ Stroud with that second pick, yeah, I would avoid it. But they picked CJ. Thank goodness they picked CJ. I've been watching these games. I did a Texan stream. I didn't just do a Texan versus. No normal human watches the Texans versus Jaguars and is not a Texan or Jaguar fan. So, of course, I am a fan of the Texans. Now, I told you my expectations for the Texans. If I wasn't a fan, I would give you no expectation because I wouldn't care. 6 to 8 wins. Seems possible. Schedule ain't the hardest. Yeah, I'm a Texan fan. I'm realistic. I keep it realistic, but
Davis Mills wasn't ironclad then.
David Mills would have got you 10 wins, dog.
Davis Mills would have got me hell, boy. That man, Davis Mills. And you can take him if you want to. If you want to take him from me, you got
David
it.
Mills,
Do you want him?
David Mills would got me into a Super Bowl.
Davis Mills would get you in the hell, but Zach Wilson is worse. But look, I'm gonna get a Zach Wilson. I gotta get a Zach Wilson because Zach Wilson is important. But Jared, I got Jared. You got a.
I got a what?
Jared, I mean, because we've had all of us had interesting weeks, right? Like I had a good week. John and Mauricio didn't have a good week. Maurice just lives, and Jared, I think you had the worst. Jared, that's the worst loss I've ever seen in the NFL regular season. And there's 3 types of losses you can have. There are choke losses, right? So blown leads. There are close game losses. You just didn't finish it close. And then there's blowouts, right? That's the worst out of that. And the blowout losses, that's the worst one I've ever seen. Like, the only one that compares is when the Colts lost to the Saints 62-7. And that was back in 2011, and that's when Drew Brees was playing quarterback and Peyton Manning was hurt. So it was Curtis Painter playing quarterback in New Orleans. So, yeah, that was going to be a destruction. The fact Russell Wilson and Sean Payton go to Miami. Look, Jared, I told you, I'm telling you about, like, because when I told you last week, I wasn't, like, you think I was trying to, like, be mean or something. Like, I'm trying to be your friend, right? I wanted to give you this pet. I already drafted up a contract for you. I already drafted up the membership. I did all of this. I drafted up the contract. All you got to do is sign. Jared, I did this for you because I know you have no plot. Your plot is awful. Like, it's not good anymore. So you have to accept that. They scored 70 points on you. I was watching the game, my game, right? I looked at the side. It said 56 to like 7, something ridiculous, 56 to 13, something like that. Yeah. And I was like 56, and they're like third quarter too. It's not like the end of the fourth quarter. It's in the third quarter. I'm like, bro, can they hit 70? I didn't think they would. I thought they'd take their foot off the gas. And then Chosen Anderson and Mike White went deep 68-yard touchdown. I said, we could. Mm-hmm. And they beat Pat Surtain, too, your best player. That's how you know your plot bad. How washed up people like a backup quarterback and backup receivers beating your best player, that is tough. You lost by 50 and scored 20. And they didn't hit the NFL record because they were trying to be nice. Let's not kick the field. I would have kicked the field goal. Mike McDaniel, they ain't give him no interview. I would have kicked the field goal, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I he deserved it. And it looks like, before I let you go, it looks like Sean Payton's plot is terrible because when he got on Nathaniel Hackett and said that it was a disaster last year, I mean, giving up 70 points. I mean, if there was ever, Jared, it gets worse every week. You haven't had any, like, your losses are getting worse week by week. Like, you lose the same way. Remember, 17-16 against the Raiders. You have a Hail Mary, and then you don't get the 2-point conversion, and then you lose by 50. I thought the Commanders were good, but the Commanders aren't actually good. They just faced the Broncos. That's the stupid thing, because the Bills destroyed them. Jared, before I ask again if you want to sign the contract or not, because I have it drafted, it's ready to go, right? I'm going to ask you, like, just tell me what hope do you have? What do you take from this game? What is your thoughts from this game? What do you take from this game?
Vance Joseph probably shouldn't be an NFL coach anymore.
I mean, yeah, 70 points would do that.
My first take. Man, I don't know. I don't think it's Russ's fault. I think it is more on Sean Payton than Russ. All of their touchdowns were on offense. No special teams, no defensive touchdowns.
10 of them, boy. 10.
10 offensive touchdowns. God. And it was all like screen passes, like runs up the middle that break off for 30, 40 yards. We just couldn't tackle. And it was that for the whole game. Russ missed a couple throws. And he's definitely not playing up to his contract, which is what people look at. But I don't think he's the reason we're losing.
Jared,
he's just he's not good enough anymore to carry the team.
I mean, I can see that. Jared, I'm telling you, we keep doing this with Sean Payton from 1 to 10 list. It was 7 at one point. It went to 6. What are we looking at this week, man? What's he from 1 to 10,
man? Because it looks like he's not adjusting anything, like the players he chooses to put in the game, his coaching staff. After a 50-point loss, he's not making any changes. I'm going to go 4.5.
Dang, boy. So you tell me, is Sean Payton one of the most overrated coaches in league history?
We'll see. We'll see if things change.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, look, we made another good decision in the offseason because I wanted to trade for Sean Payton. The Texans were open to trade for Sean Payton. Yeah. And we say, DeMeco Ryans, we had that DeMeco bias because he played for us. And then y'all took him. Thank goodness y'all took that man. That man plot awful, boy. I look at that man plot. That man, you tell me he ain't adjusting either. That man gave up 70 points. The whole team should be voided from the world. You hear me? 70. That's the most points since the 60s. That's bro, come on. Bro, that's the most yards since the 50s, bro. That's the most yards since 1951. That is over 70 years ago. A man ago, his whole life. The average lifespan of a male in America is 72. He go his whole life to his deathbed, never see that. And that's what you gave up? That man Mike McDaniels, bro. That man, I did tell you. I told you about Tua though. Week 1, I told you Tua and that Miami. I told you about Tua. I said, "Boy, y'all." I don't think y'all sleeping on Tua, but Tua, low key, he one of them boys. I'm telling you, Jared. He took that out on you, and it's like, Jared, do you want to sign the contract now, Jared? I told you I got that good contract, Jared. Too. I make sure they still like. Look, I got a slight deal for you because I know you rejected it the first time. Because look, Jared, here's the thing: you keep rejecting me. I know. Like I said, I know plot. So when you keep rejecting me, it's gonna get worse. You face Chicago next week. That's the ass bowl, the toilet bowl, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. Because them two teams.
Broncos win those though.
Hey,
we win when we shouldn't.
You better hope they do.
I don't think I want them to. I'd rather go. Because we'd win, like 5 wins on the season, pick like 8 or 9, draft a defensive lineman or something stupid.
Wait, I get y'all pick?
Yeah, they got that pick.
We have our first round pick.
They have the first round pick. That's why it's the Caleb Williams Bowl, bro.
That's what it's been like the last 7 years. Like we picked.
What did you trade away then? I thought y'all traded away. What picks did y'all trade away?
To get Sean Payton.
To get Sean Payton. What year was that? Was it next year?
It was 2 draft picks.
Yeah.
One for this year, a first round, and then a second round for next year.
Oh, y'all already had other picks. Gotcha.
And the Saints sent them a 3rd round pick for 2024.
Bro, yo, that Chicago. I want to watch Chicago versus Denver, bro. I don't care about no other game. I want to see bad football at its finest. Like, you ever seen two teams that just so like look, Jared, I'm telling you this. I did a ranking too earlier today, tier ranking for all the teams they plot. The Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos are the 2 worst teams in football. Those 2 teams are terrible. And then the reason why the Broncos are bad is just your plot's so terrible that it don't even matter if you have any talent. You're just going to lose in awful ways. And Chicago's just inept in every way. They have nothing. I think their defensive coordinator should be arrested. I don't know what they're doing over there. Chicago is interesting. I ain't even elaborate too deep with the Chicago. You think you could beat the Chicago Bears, Jared?
Yeah.
Where is that at?
I think we can. I think we will. But again, I don't know if I want them to.
Ooh, it's in Chicago too, but you think you can hold this?
Soldier Field.
We'll see.
Bro.
Justin Simmons is coming back.
That's not
good. Maybe that's who he's missing, that's why.
That's why they give 70.
it was him.
They need better.
He's the anchor of your defense.
Jerry, you want Caleb Williams, man? Just tell me. Do you want Caleb Williams?
I
would.
That'd be
F
nice.
it all.
I don't know how much that would help, though, is the thing.
Why?
I don't know how. I don't think it would help. If we had Patrick Mahomes this last week, I still think we lose.
I mean, you
maybe
can
not
lose, but
70.
Yeah, but I don't
it'd
know.
be like 50 to 35, but we still lose.
But at least you have competent quarterback play you can have trust in. And that's always a plus, right?
I mean, yeah, but I think there are bigger problems that are not being addressed.
Jared, I have your contract here. I got a pen. So you tell me. I know John gave you advice last week. He said, bro, let's wait till next week. We waited till next week. We waited, and you had the worst loss. And I'll tell you, I mean, you waited, and then that's what you get, 70 points on you. So, Jared, like, look, I got something in the clause. I have something in the contract. There's 2 ways you can leave this contract. It's specifically for you. I wrote it for you. There's 2 ways you can leave if you want to join, right? So the agreement is binding and remains there until either A, you win a Super Bowl, or you make a deep playoff push, maybe an AFC championship. You're looking good. You lose to a main character. Or you can terminate it. You also have the ability to terminate this contract if you win 3 games in a row. You can terminate this contract early. I'll give you that termination clause if you want to. If you can win 3 straight football games, you get a termination clause from me. Usually that comes from a fee. Usually that's a fee, but I'm going to give you a free termination if you win 3 games in a row. Got the contract right here. You want to join this bad plot club because bro, Maurice, every time he come in here, look at this thing. Just end the season. He know his plot terrible, and that's why he love it. You know what I'm saying? And we give him everything.
I don't get no clause, dog. I don't get no clause.
No, because he lifetime membership.
You came here glowing, happy, smiling ear to ear. So.
Oh no, I'm happy, but I'm still here.
Contract? Like,
I'm still in the bad plot club. Oh, winning a game ain't enough to leave. Look, winning a game is not enough to get out of the clause. Like, if that was the case, teams like Dallas or teams like other would be able to leave the clause. Me, I don't win a lot. I'm taking step by step. I may leave the clause in a couple years. I got to see all these people develop. But right now, I love the Bad Plot Club. It's a wonderful place. Like I told you, Jared, 4K TV. You get to sit back, watch your team choke, boy. In your case, watch your team lose by 50. I know you watch that on some basic television, bro. You need to watch it some HD 60, 70-inch TVs, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I got the contract here for you, man. Do you want to sign? Remember, early termination, you lose 3. Reese don't get this deal.
Let me double check our schedule.
I don't think
there's a 3-game stretch that we can win.
It's Chicago, then the Jets, and then the Chiefs.
Oh, he lit that and then messed up right at that.
That's only 2. That's only 2. Yeah. That's only 2.
Messed up right at the end. Tough. Is there another? Well, no. Yeah. How you feel, bro? I mean, look, hey, you can leave. Like, it's not a lifetime affair unless you a Jets fan, obviously. At this point, it's been over 50 years. But, for you, my man, you're a Denver Broncos fan. If you look on the averages, it takes maybe once every, 15 to 20 years for you to be, that team again. So, hey, you come join, you get all the lounges, all the benefits of being a team that got no plot. You might as well get something for this, man. You a football fan. You might as well get something for watching your team lose every Sunday. That's why Marie's here. He gets something for watching Zach Wilson throw interceptions.
Exactly.
Zach Wilson, an awful player too, boy. Dang.
Well, I don't really watch it, but yeah.
I do, and boy, that
I see them highlights.
I see the lowlights live.
They highlights, beautiful interceptions.
So let me see where my pen is. I gotta get one. Maurice, you got your pen? You got a pen for my man?
Damn, I done lost my pen, bro.
Oh no, I got 2. I found my 2.
Sign that shit in blood, bro. Fuck it.
Man, I just gave this to like a Minnesota fan. He's so excited to join, bro. Hey, and you'll be excited too, my man. Hey, here you go. Here's the pen. I can send you the contract. It's official. I just need a signature and your date. And the date, which is today, the 27th, and you can join a great club. So here you go, my man. You gonna sign it?
Add one more out to the contract?
Ooh. Dang, I gotta go to my lawyer for all this. Okay. What is I'll tell my lawyer. What's that?
Beating the Chiefs.
Beating the Chiefs. That's not
just
bad.
Beating the Chiefs.
Ending the 17-game streak.
Ooh.
That is not bad. Wow. I think I could put that in there. Because it's so impossible that I think it can be something.
Yeah.
I think we could. I think we could put that in there. Especially with the Taylor Swift plot they got now too. Is like, she's gonna be performing at halftime or somewhere, and after they beating you by 20 or 30 at the half.
You said it's been 17 games since y'all beat the Chiefs.
I think so.
I'm surprised. It's been like 15 games. Or 15 games since we beat the Patriots.
And
it's
that's why I say
why. Time, really?
No, but no, that's because he's the Jets now. Didn't I tell him he's the Jets?
Wait. So y'all even with Alex Smith, I guess y'all didn't really beat him.
No, I remember Peyton Manning. I remember Peyton Manning lost because Peyton Manning was washed that last year, and he just threw 5 interceptions versus Kansas City. I remember that. Yeah. And that's when it started. That's when the hassle started. Remember, Alex Smith owned you because you had Trevor Siemian, of course, right? And then they got Plot, and then I was like, yeah.
Hey, Trevor Siemian on the Jets now.
Trevor Siemian in the last since Peyton Manning is statistically our best quarterback.
And that's why you should join.
And now he's on the Jets. Look at that. My practice squad.
What your guy say? Garrett Boyle? I think what's his name? Garrett Boyles or something like that. It's one of your tackles. Somebody said, he was like, I'm tired of losing. I've been here 7 years. I'm tired of losing. I said that sound like a man on a team with no plot. That's what that sound like. He here 7 years and he tired of losing. That's all he been doing. Hey,
I'm tired, bro. I'm tired.
But look, Jared, everyone, we got different contracts, right? Maurice, a lifetime member. The Cowboys, they don't get this type of thing because they have won 3 games in a row before. They need to make an NFC Championship appearance to be able to avoid this contract. I'm still trying to recover from the Bill O'Brien clause. I just need to get when I get all of my PTSD from Bill O'Brien out of my head, and I actually have, CJ Stroud becomes a quarterback that can lead me to similar success without the Bill O'Brien. I got D'Amico Ryans now, right? Then I can sign the contract to leave to avoid it. But everyone got different clauses. Jared, I'm giving you the easiest out. You got to win 3 straight games, or, hey, I'll ask my lawyer. We'll see if that Kansas City win it. But you got to take the pen first. You got to take the pen. You got to sign.
Yeah, if KC's in there. If that's in there, I'll sign for sure.
So here you go. I'm literally going to send, look, Jared, I'm literally going to send you, and I want you to send back to me. That is signed.
That's crazy.
Because to be official, and I'm happy. I'm happy you joining the club, bro. I'm happy.
Jerry, you really gonna fold that easy?
They gave him 70 points.
With those outs, yeah.
Bro.
They gave him 70 points in the game.
That's way too easy.
Easy?
You shouldn't fold that fast.
What's hard? If that was easy, what's like what? Tell me what's acceptable then. What's acceptable for him? Like
It's only been what 10 years. That's nothing.
That's a long time, man. That is only Cowboy fans can be happy of that long. That Broncos fans have seen success, and them seeing success and them losing like this, like it's one thing, Jared. It's one thing if you like the Seahawks, you lose a Super Bowl, you make the playoffs consistently, right?
Yeah.
We ain't seen you there, man. Like, bro, it's you. Look, and one thing, and I'm telling you, if you beat the Dolphins or you were competitive, you could say, okay, y'all got me. I can't persuade you. My sales pitch is done. How old is your granddad?
Me?
Is your granddad older than 72? Yeah. Is your granddad older than 72 years old?
They're both dead, but yeah, they would be, yeah.
I knew that shit was gonna happen too. I knew you set yourself up for that one too.
Oh, look,
I said,
okay.
watch they both. I knew that.
That's
shit.
tough.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that emphasizes the point, though.
That does. 1951. I feel like how many people alive that was alive in 1951? Probably like what 20% of the people on Earth who are alive in 1951 are alive now. Like it's not. It's like maybe even less than that. I probably should like under 10%. So I'm telling you, a lot of people are not here anymore who were alive in 1951. Since the last time 700 yards given up on the team. So, my man, yeah, there you go. Sign this thing. Welcome to the club, Maurice. Do you want to like? We gotta make sure he's welcome here. You gotta make sure that he feels good.
I'll show you around. I'll show you my spots. The spots I go chill, I go relax at, kick my feet up at. Don't worry. I got you, bro.
Hey, I'm happy.
Just so go beating the Chiefs because I don't want you to leave, bro.
I feel like those are like the Texans and the Jets are like in the same category. I feel like the Broncos aren't in the same category as y'all. As like an overall history.
Yeah, I mean they have a better history.
I mean you looking at right now, but
that don't stop you from joining. It's not right now.
I don't look at y'all the same.
You don't have to look at us the same.
In fact, I look at the Jets like I put them almost with the Browns. You can put the Texans a little bit above that, but the Broncos is like
we all in hell.
At least in a you talking
different
about
stages
now,
of it, I guess.
I'm talking about last year. I'm talking about 2 years ago. I'm talking about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. I'm talking about that man. I'm talking. He been in it. It's not like he just started sucking 3 years ago. He just won Super Bowls 2018, 2017. Like, yeah, you suck, but it's fine. We in 2023, and this man just gave him 70 points. I told him. I just told Jared.
Ever won the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Super Bowl 3.
The one before the Chiefs.
Long time ago. Look.
So y'all got 1 or 2? How many y'all got?
They got one.
They have one.
Numero uno.
But from wait, you said when was it now?
A long time ago.
1969.
A long time ago. And a galaxy.
Whenever my dad was born, the year my dad was born.
Man,
66?
I was in high school.
No, I wasn't that yet.
You
were. And look.
It was 68, 69.
And here's the thing, look. And Jared, I'm telling you like this. Obviously, Buffalo, Minnesota fans, Charger fans, Jets fans, Browns fans, they all in the VIP access, right? They have lifelong memberships. That's why I'm telling you, and John, this is what I'm telling him, like, Maurice is here. He's locked in. I put him in a 5-year binding contract. He can't leave this. Like, he can't leave. See,
when
Jared,
I walk in the club, everybody want to come talk to me, bro. Everybody.
Jared, though, there's an ability to leave. You know what I'm saying? He has to win 3 in a row. I'll talk to my lawyer about that Chiefs thing, or a deep playoff push, Super Bowl run. You know what I'm saying? He has a way out. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's different for every fan. Cleveland fans, they don't even have a contract to leave. They established there for 40 years. This is a 40-year
tell
contract.
me some other teams that are like has won recently, or at least in the last 10, 15 years. You giving me these teams that's been like ass forever. Like the Browns been a laughingstock of the NFL as long as I can remember. Give me some other teams that's there. That has like recent success.
What do you mean?
You
How
said
recent?
the Bills. When the last time they won? It's like the 90s,
they don't
right?
win.
Okay, the
Yeah, they
Vikings.
don't
What
win.
about the Vikings?
They-
Oh, you want to
they
say the
don't win.
Steelers?
Steelers
The
have
Steelers?
good history, but they kind of suck right now.
I mean, the thing is, the Steelers have been a consistent playoff team. They've had, like, Jared has had literally no success. If he had one playoff run a year or two ago, if you want, they traded for Russell Wilson and Sean Payton, and they just gave up 70 points. His plot is terrible, and like I'm saying, look, I can see plot. This man Maurice, he a Jets fan. Went and faced New England, died every time. What's Jared doing right now? Face the Chiefs, dies every time. He has the same trajectory. That man ain't win since look. But I'm giving him more outs. He's getting
Bro,
a
I'm
better
a founding
out.
member, dog. I founded the club.
Because his team has good history, so I'm giving him an out, right? Maurice don't get an out. The Cowboys only get an out if they make an NFC Championship appearance, right? Jared, that man has an out. Beat the Chiefs. I'm gonna ask my lawyer. I'm gonna give you but he gonna lose twice to the Chiefs though. You're gonna be here for a little while. I ain't gonna lie to you, Jared. You're gonna be here for a couple years, but because it's go keep getting higher. I don't think you've beaten the Chiefs, but hey, that's what I'm gonna do for him because he got good history. I'm doing more for him to leave this to be able to leave. That is the advantage of having good history. You can leave this contract, or you get terminated. So. Yeah, but hey, Jared, thank you for signing. It's already, we already signed it. I know John, you trying to get him out of that. He in it now, so he signed it. Jared, if you get out, we'll terminate it. I'll get my lawyer. We'll terminate the contract, but you in now, so congratulations. Welcome to. Hey, Maurice, clap for my man. Clap for my man.
Hey, bro.
Thank you.
Welcome to the club, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna get you for your first day, but I'm gonna think of some shit, bro. I got you. I'll show you around, like I said.
And when Chicago dropped 40 on you for some random reason, then you get to be you can be here with us, having a good time, drinking some tea or whatever you like to drink. We got everything for you. You like if you drink alcohol, we got that for you too, bro. Because we know you need to forget, so that'll help you. Maurice, I'm gonna move on to you, bro, because I love talking about you and your team.
Wow, for real? I like talking about my team too.
I love talking about you and your team.
I like talking about it as well.
I did, Maurice. I watched Zach Wilson play.
When?
I don't know if y'all did either. No, because Sunday he faced the. I don't know why they put that game. I don't know why that game was available on any television to watch. That game was awful. But I watched Zach Wilson, right? But I want to ask you this.
What?
Like this, I'm gonna ask all of y'all this.
Okay.
What is Zach Wilson's strength as a quarterback? What is his strength? Like, what is he good at?
He can find.
And anyone can tell me.
He can find good milfs, I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
He's really good at finding milfs. I heard. He Mormon, I think.
Mormonism.
he Mormon.
I mean, that man doing that MILF stuff, is that a Mormon act?
I guess he's not really good at finding. I guess he's not a really good Mormon.
You're terrible.
Is that it? Okay, so only thing he's good at is finding older women. Is that what you're saying? As a quarterback, the best thing he can do is finding older women?
That's pretty, yeah. He's really good at it.
Okay, y'all tell me, what are Zach Wilson's weaknesses as a quarterback?
Everything. Living. Okay, that's a little too harsh.
Damn.
Everything.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, I did some scouting on Zach Wilson. I did scouting
Oh shit! Okay.
I did some scouting on Zach Wilson because I wanted to see why Zach Wilson's so bad. I was curious. I looked like, why is Zach Wilson a bad player, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he got a good offensive. His system is good. Nathaniel Hackett, I know he's not like, I know, Jared, you have some, PTSD with Nathaniel Hackett. I think it's getting worse now with Sean Payton. But, at least, he has reputation of being good at offense. So I was like, what is Zach Wilson not good at? Now, I looked at his pre-draft strengths, right? I evaluated him. Now, NFL.com had him at a 6.5 out of 10. Which is a boomer bust
Above
player.
average. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's above average. He was supposed to be an above average person. What his NFL comparison is Jake Plummer. Do you know who Jake Plummer is?
Oof.
That man Jared, no Jake.
I guess he plumbing. I guess he a plumber.
Jared, how is Jake Plummer? How is Jake Plummer, Jared? How is he as a quarterback?
It's pretty average.
He was average.
Kind of below average. But he did okay.
Didn't he beat Tom Brady in a playoff game, something like that?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Jake was a fanboy. There you go. This was some of his pre-draft strengths. So I'm gonna tell you some of his pre-draft strengths. Y'all tell me if he is either good at this.
Okay.
That's been hilarious.
I like this. This is sort of exciting. All right.
So this was pre-draft strengths. You tell me if he's either good at this right now.
Okay.
Is he regressed? What do y'all think? Okay, so it says he can throw guys open with accuracy. Is he able to
crazy. It's already. We already started off good too. I like this. Okay. Throw goes open.
The defender's open.
It's not bad. Okay. He do throw a beautiful interception. Okay, I would say yeah.
They say he has an excellent deep ball. He's an excellent deep ball thrower. They say excellent. They say the word excellent.
Excellent too. Wow.
I mean, he could throw it far, maybe, but
That's true. He could throw that shit 70 yards. I don't know who's going to though, but he'll throw that shit 70 yards.
Because one thing about Zach, and they talk about a lot, he has great arm talent. Remember, he was compared to Patrick Mahomes in terms of his pure arm talent, right? So good. One thing they like, he makes throws off platform, meaning when things break down, he get out of the pocket and he could throw it. He could throw on the run essentially. Is Zach Wilson? He could throw on the run.
Yeah, I see him throwing a run to defenders all the time. He do that shit all the time, bro.
So when a play structure breaks down, what does Zach Wilson tend to do?
He'll run around. So he'll do. So look, he'll dance around the pocket, run. Okay. He'll either probably run right because he's right-handed. He'll run right. Somebody's chasing him down. They grab his feet. He chunked that shit like 40 yards, and he like, he'll watch the trajectory of the ball. He'd be like, I feel like that shit going. I feel like it's, and it gets intercepted. And there you go. That's usually the Zach Wilson way.
Okay, so let me see. Last thing is he's a really good athlete. It's not very, but he's a good athlete. Is he a good athlete?
He like MILFs. So yeah. Yeah, you got to be athletic to hand these MILFs.
You gotta have the stamina for that.
You got to have the stamina for it.
They want the endurance,
He got to be a great athlete for that shit.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some of his concerns. I'm gonna give you some concerns that people had before he got drafted, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
He was a 1-year wonder during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay.
That makes sense. Not a lot of experience, right? Okay, that's fair. You face subpar competition, often playing with a completely clean pocket and receivers running free at BYU. Okay, and Wilson's fancy plays, when he got that sexy arm talent, masked the fact that he demonstrated poor footwork within structure. So when the play is good and regular, when they have good blocking, his footwork's terrible. Now, y'all believed y'all could fix that.
He did. Salah believed that. He was like, I believe in you.
Now, I'm going to tell you all his flaws. These are all his flaws as a football player. Y'all tell me if this checks off, and tell me which flaw checks out the worst. What's his worst flaw? Okay. Maurice, you remember, you have experience watching my man play, so y'all tell me.
I know what's up, bro.
He passes up easy throws for harder ones.
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah. Definitely does that.
He will baby throws, which means, forcing open receivers to break stride, meaning instead of making you run, you going in stride, it's underthrown. The receiver has to stop.
Behind him. Okay.
The receiver has to stop to catch the ball rather than keep going.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
He's more like he just throw it to the wide receiver and hope they can do some shit. He's not gonna throw nobody in stride. He's not gonna throw somebody open. That's the word I'm looking for. He just throw it to a wide receiver and then shit. It is what it is.
He has a tendency to overstride and sail throws. Many of his throws just sail.
Yeah, it's just either behind or in front. Too far in front. The arm talent showing off.
That man killed it, but he doesn't work with anticipation as a passer.
That all sounds like about the same thing, but yeah. All three things you said about the same, but yeah.
Ill-advised throws under pressure turn into interceptions.
Oh man, does he? Does he now?
Your favorite?
Does he now? Always. That is the most Zach Wilson thing I have ever seen, bro. Shout out to Zach Wilson for doing that one.
I think and that's the biggest weakness he has for now, like in his pro career right now, is he's extremely mentally.
Oh,
weak.
without a doubt.
And you're playing in a New York market. How many y'all tell me this? How many quarterbacks are good? How many good quarterbacks play for the Jets or Giants in the last 50 years?
Eli Manning.
Who else?
Eli Manning.
Good
It's mostly
quarterbacks.
Giants.
Eli Manning.
Is that it?
Eli Manning.
So
Don't
it's
forget
obvious.
Eli Manning.
because he important too. And the funny thing about Eli Manning, there's many years he was not good at all. If Eli Manning is your best, because there's many bad Eli Manning moments in life. He just got them 2 extremely good plot moments in his life. After that, it's pretty mid. So if that's the best, that obviously tells you something about the New York media, right? It tells you that you need to have like the most strongest brain possible. Because if you know, and Maurice, I don't know how you feel about this, Joe Namath was freaking roasting all the boys.
I saw that. He was on his ass. That shit was hilarious. That shit was so funny. I was like, I love that shit. That shit is just hilarious to me. I love my team.
That
bro.
man roasted them boys. That man said, they said, should they fire the coach too? He's like, yeah, fire everyone. Fire the head coach, OC, Zach Wilson. Boy, I said, dang, boy.
He said his play is disgusting. That's tough. I'm disgusted by your play.
That's support too. That's good. You know, funny thing, Joe Namath overrated. Like that man talking like he ain't throw more interceptions than touchdowns. That's hilarious. But we ain't gonna get into. I'm not gonna roast Joe Namath. He a good fellow. So looking at all this, yeah, he has extreme mental weakness. And John, I'm gonna ask you this too, because you said he can succeed in other areas if he has the ability to. Zach Wilson, the worst quarterback I've ever seen. I don't know. Maybe you have a different opinion on Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson does nothing right and everything wrong.
This makes me want to see. I wish I saw what's his name from the Raiders. Jamarcus
Russell? Oh, he was.
I wish I would have been able to this so I can compare. Just see like he worse than Zach Wilson.
No, Zach Wilson versus Jamarcus.
Oh,
I'm saying Zach Wilson
okay.
worse. Yes, Zach Wilson.
Oh, okay.
Jamarcus Russell's just lazy out of his mind. Zach Wilson's just that
terrible.
man. 4th and 10. I'm watching this game. It's 4th and 10. That man had a 2-yard pass. I'm like, you think your guy gonna break 3 people? That's the last play of the game. That was the game, and he threw a 2-yard pass.
Hey, I threw the pass.
I
Not on
thought
me.
the last play was a Hail Mary.
No, I mean when I was watching, I don't.
It wasn't him,
I don't think so.
but he was.
It wasn't, but yeah, I mean, like the last chance for them to actually have a realistic chance to win the game was that 4th and 10, and because obviously not gonna be no Russell Wilson play where he gets a touchdown, right? And then but I'm not getting to that. Zach Wilson, bro. I think this is last year in the NFL player, bro. He's just not a good player. He's just not a good football player.
I think somebody will definitely still pick him up.
Someone will pick him up.
Yeah, he. I watched some of the game. He don't look that good, but what I was saying was, if he had somebody like Aaron Rodgers for the whole year, and then let him, because once he got thrown in there, like it's time to win. It's like they got Super Bowl aspirations, and you bring in a QB that's not that good into Super Bowl aspirations, it's gonna fall off somewhere, and obviously he's not talented enough. Say what?
He got to show. It's year 3 for him. Like I know if he's a rookie or something.
That would be
year
ideal.
3.
But you gotta remember like what team he went to. It's not like he went to a good coach team. It's not like he went to like the Ravens or something.
But I don't think this team's a bad
for
coach
year
team.
3. You say what?
I don't think like the Jets.
For
like
QBs,
the Jets.
you just said in the last 50 years.
I know, but that's all of New York.
That's
That's
what
the
I'm
whole
saying,
New York. But I'm like, his team isn't.
His
like,
team is good, but I'm saying is like, what about their QB coach? It's a reason that they haven't had success at the QB position. It's just, that's just.
No, because every time we get a new coach, we change QB coaches. We change them out.
Something is not materializing.
It's this. Look, he's the worst quarterback probably in history. They have how many points you have? You have they're last in points. Like the Jets are like they have Breece Hall and Garrett Will, all these boys. You're last.
And how did they do? How was running backs?
We didn't. It was.
They're keying in on Zach Wilson. They're keying in on Zach Wilson.
They key in on Saquon too, bro. They're averaging like 2 yards to carry.
You talking about the Jets? You talking about the Giants?
The Jets.
You talking about? You said Saquon. Who's Saquon?
But he said also they do the same thing with Saquon. Is what he's saying.
Oh no,
with the Giants as well.
With the Giants, yeah. The Jets.
But at least Daniel Jones is better. Is better.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is better.
But
I can at least trust
Daniel
him.
Jones was pretty ass when he first. Like Daniel Jones, he definitely when he got Brian Daboll, he he started playing a little better. At least last year, he played a lot better than what we've seen. But when he first came in, he wasn't. No, he was ass.
So you think we should keep Zach Wilson and change the coach?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like it's too.
It's not too
I want to say it's too early.
It's not.
I mean,
still
get him
too early.
get him to a different team, like a Baker Mayfield. When he got to a different team, like I need to see him under a good coach, like a coach that can, like an actual offensive head coach or somebody that actually elevate QBs. I don't think the Jet is somewhere you go. I don't think his talent is like the Jets. They need like a Patrick Mahomes. They need to draft a QB like that. Like they can't draft somebody who has potential. They need somebody who comes in like a Trevor Lawrence, like somebody that's ready to go. They're getting these QBs that like have potential. Well,
I feel like if it was good at one or two things,
then that's fine.
No, but I don't know. I'm looking. I don't know if you saw something different. Because Maurice, obviously you've seen the most. You watched the most of this. There's nothing. Like the only thing you can really talk about is his arm talent that he uses incorrectly to throw it to the other team. That's the only thing he has is like
beautiful.
Like Justin Fields, I believe, is also in bust category. But Justin Fields has a better trajectory. He has more upside. Like Justin Fields is more realistic for him to go to another team, different team, and they like try to fix him, and actually something works from that. Like I could see Justin Fields getting a Ryan Tannehill type of plot trajectory where like first team not that good, second team he's decent, right? Bro, Zach Wilson, bro, this should be his last year in the NFL. He's just not like there's some people that you're just not good enough. He's like remember Maurice, remember Christian Hackenberg? Remember my man Christian? That man he's just not good enough. I think he
didn't go nowhere else. I don't think he went anywhere else after.
Yeah, he didn't go nowhere else.
He might have went to. Did he go to New England? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I wonder if he went to New England like after my team.
Now he wasn't good enough to be in the league.
He might have went to Zach Wilson squad.
Like all of the like the good things I said about him in terms of the pre-draft stuff, like he can't throw no guys open.
No, he regressed.
He regressed in all that. But I think it's because he faced better competition. Though. He's facing
what is his skills? I don't know what his best talent is. Like actually on the football.
What? Yeah, you tell me. What is he actually good? Like, do y'all know? Like, what can you say? Okay, like Justin Fields, he's mobile. He can run. Right. That's what he's good at. Can y'all tell me what he's good at? Like seriously, no MILF stuff. What is he good at as a football player?
That's maybe just escape. Yeah, not escapability. I guess that's really it. He can always escape, but. He always just throw it to the wrong person.
He extends plays so the defenders can get over.
He'd be like, "Oh, I know the defender's like, damn, I'm gonna give me a juicy interception right now, dog. This shit about to be clean."
Because he can't read the field very well, and he panics easily in the pocket. His footwork's terrible. He panics a lot.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
And when he panics, he just gets terrible.
I think
sacks.
it's straight up mental. I think his biggest weakness is definitely because I think he see people open. He see people open. There's no way he don't see people open. He see people open, but he just don't trust them. Either he don't trust himself enough to make the pass, or he don't want to like mess up. He's thinking about so many things that are like messing up. He probably think about messing up. He probably think about MILFs. He probably think about don't get a safety.
Don't throw a pick here.
Don't throw a pick. Don't throw a safety. All these things. There's so many things pop in his mind. Maybe because the Jets fans, the media, New York media, killing his confidence. A whole bunch of shit that's affecting him.
Yeah, and I mean it's unfortunate because like
it is like, but again,
that's what you're drafted to.
Literally, this is welcome to New York, bro. This is the reason why. This is the reason why I say, as a free agency, Jesse always say like people want to go to New York. As free agency, I would hate going to New York. Why on earth would I ever I never understood why anybody would ever want to go play for New York in my life. I would never want to go play in New York. They overtax my contract, and then I got New York media up my ass if I mess up. Nah, it's just ass. Like, there's no reason for me to ever go to New York. I'd rather just go to Miami or some shit.
No, yeah, you gotta be Aaron Rodgers, and I would say if I'm Zach, I'd been pissed because.
But Aaron Rodgers on his last leg, so like he don't give a fuck. So like what they gonna say?
Because I'll be pissed if I was Zach Wilson because I was going to sit behind Aaron Rodgers, maybe fix them. You have issues everywhere at quarterback, right? I can sit behind him. I need 2 years, and I need a full reconstruction of my entire anatomy at quarterback to have any form of success in this league, right? And now, since that happened, Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles, this is it.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, it's unfortunate because he had a year to sit behind Aaron Rodgers, but
and then we
got bad plot. He should have knew that. He should have saw that shit coming. He's like, I feel like Aaron Rodgers gonna tear his Achilles. I'm about to play. He shouldn't do that shit. But it is what it is.
Because the only person who, like I said, only good quarterback ever in New York last 50 years, Eli Manning. Because Eli Manning had like the best mental, like his mental toughness was insane. Like he throw an interception. When he throws an interception, he has the most blank face in history. Like you don't know if it's bad. Like should you be sad that you just did that? Like he just
Like
the most blank face. And he forgets. It's like someone wipes his brain completely. He forgot he threw the interception, and then he go back out there. Zach Wilson, when he throws interception, they come in threes. Like I throw one, I gotta make up for it.
I gotta one up that shit
because he's mentally weak. So that man, when he make a mistake, he gets sad, he gets scared.
He is scared. Literally, he's scared to play. He's scared to play quarterback. And that's pretty tough.
And you need to
that's pretty tough.
be scared.
Like I like it's pretty tough.
That's a very important thing not to have. That's a big setback. That's a big setback. But Eli, yeah, Zach Wilson, yeah.
Who at number 2? Phil Simms, maybe.
Phil Simms, he won a Super Bowl. That's
Phil
a while
Simms.
ago. Yo, dad was probably
Vinny
a teen or 20,
maybe?
but that's a while ago. Vinny Testaverde was. That's tough.
Chad Pennington, and then maybe Ryan Fitzpatrick after that.
Ryan Fitzpatrick for a year, a year of Ryan Fitzpatrick, and he was good though. He would have been one of the best if he played like that for multiple years. I wanted to look at that draft class. That 2021 draft class is looking to be one of the worst I have seen.
Okay.
You look at my man Zach Wilson. Look at my man Trey Lance. Look at my man Justin Fields. Oh, there's a bunch of trash. Why I ain't gonna lie to you? That draft class looking rough.
And it gets Trevor Lawrence against the Texans. Only against the Texans though.
And Trevor Lawrence versus us for sure. Yeah. After that, he's good. How y'all feel about that draft class? What y'all feel about that draft? You know, I know John, you have one of those players. I know you don't know. You don't really. I don't know if you haven't scouted Trey Lance. You have Dax, whatever. But, you know, obviously Maurice is a big Jets fan. And me, I looked at Justin Fields' tape, too. I know all his weaknesses as well. But y'all tell me, what y'all think about that wonderful draft class?
How
And
many
Mac Jones, he
games
30.
have, Trey Lance played?
Not a lot. Probably like. He got
A
injured.
handful.
Yeah, not a lot. He got injured, tore something last year, so not a lot.
Yeah, then that's not enough for me to judge. I mean, Brock Purdy just came in and balled out, so.
But he in a
really
perfect
didn't-
situation. That man is in a. Trey Lance would
didn't
have
really
been.
have a chance. So.
No, but like he had a chance. He started, but when he started, he was awful, and then he got hurt. And then Brock Purdy was good, and then he had a chance in camp to keep his job or be the second quarterback. They got beat by Sam Darnold, who's terrible.
Yeah.
So, no, yeah, he just
But
not.
also,
he's not good.
I think with that, they probably just wanted to get rid of him because he probably wasn't going to beat Brock Purdy out, and there's
I
no
think
point in
he'll
having him as a number 2. It's like that's a lot of confusion. People, well, probably none of their fans, but just be done with him. You know, get rid of him, move on to the next, have Sam Darnold. And
I look at Trey Lance tape and that man ain't good either.
maybe
boy.
I don't know. Maybe he is ass. I don't know.
No,
I
I've looked
can't
because
say that.
I'm looking like, why are these guys not good? And Trey Lance can't read the field. Zach Wilson's bad at everything, and Justin Fields is terrible at anticipation and timing, which is extremely important as a quarterback. If he can't have good anticipation and timing, he holds the ball on too long, they blast the life out of him. Freaking DJ Moore's clapping. I'm open. He ain't throwing him the ball. Everything going to hell. They freaking defensive coordinator probably going to jail. Everything going bad. So from what I've seen, they all are terrible. Justin Fields is the best out of the terrible though. Trey Lance and Zach Wilson, I don't know. Trey Lance looked almost as bad as Zach Wilson, but Zach Wilson, I get a large sample size of his awful play because shout out to Maurice always picking bad quarterbacks.
Who else is in that draft? Nobody else in that draft?
Oh, Mac Jones and
Yeah,
Mac
I
Jones
also
is
thought Mac
mid.
Jones was in that draft too.
But he's pretty mid, and then he's like a dirty player. Then he hit Sauce Gardner in his nuts or something.
I have no idea. I heard about that, but I didn't see the play or the clip.
Yeah, he has a few of those kind of dirty
There's like
hits.
multiple incidents with him for some
Him and
reason.
his nuts.
Patriots.
That's funny. That's terrible. That's funny as shit.
You know, and look, and I want to tell you, Justin Fields. If you look at his stuff, they have his comparison. They compared him to Dak Prescott. That's hilarious. That's his pre-draft was Dak
What?
on NFL.com. I don't know if you can see that, Mauricio. You think hard. What could you see that? You think hard, man.
I mean, not really.
Well, not now,
They
of
don't
course
play
not
the
now.
same.
Like- But like, I mean, even before, I think Dak never really like ran with the ball that much. So I don't know. I couldn't really see that comparison, honestly.
Well, it's a
I
good
mean,
thing.
maybe.
Nah, hey, that's tough. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that man Justin Fields, obviously not Dak. Congratulations on that, because Justin Fields is I'm just curious. From let me ask y'all one more time. From this week of play, would y'all give up on Justin Fields? Like, would y'all tank for Caleb? Get Caleb Williams? Like,
yeah.
Like,
Tank
would that
for
be the
Caleb.
initial like tanking for Caleb? Like, we're giving up on you.
Justin Fields could probably be playing well, and I'd still be tanking for Caleb.
Damn. I think
How
that's
bad did he play this week?
Let's see. Well, didn't play. Okay, looking at him, I mean, they were down 41-0. Now the Bears' defense is obviously bad as well, but Justin Fields doesn't look like he's improving. Like, year 3, there's got to be something you got to improve on, especially for like weaknesses you have that most rookies have, and you still don't have good timing with his throws, no anticipation. Like, my man, like he runs in the sacks, bro. He went 50% completion.
50% for 99 yards.
That's a
one
stud.
touchdown, one interception.
My man sucked, and my man sucked, and that's tough. And that draft class, good thing I ain't draft quarterback in that class, but I tell you,
Told you what I tell you. All, if the Jets are drafting a quarterback in that year, bro, do not get them
boys
quarterbacks,
stink,
bro.
boy.
Do not.
Them
I
boys
swear to you,
stink.
if the Jets drafting a quarterback in it, don't disregard all the quarterbacks in that shit. They're gonna stink.
like all of y'all, all 3 of
What
them
about
players
Sam
play like
Darnold?
they rookies.
What who was in
Baker
his
Mayfield
class?
was in that draft. Josh Rosen was in that draft.
They had 3 busts. They had 2 good players. They had
And
Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Josh Allen was in Lamar Jackson.
It
also in
was
that
2 out of
draft.
5. 2 out of 5. In this draft, it's you could also say 2 out of 5 if you believe in Mac Jones, but I don't. So I say 1 out of 5. I think Mac Jones is not gonna be here 5 years from now at that position.
What happened in 2016 with Christian Hack? I don't remember who was in that draft.
No, but
That's
we
too far.
count first round. I think I count first rounds.
Oh, he was. You're right. He wasn't a first round pick. I forgot.
I count first
he was
rounds
a
only.
second
Yeah.
round pick. You're right.
But hey, they all look terrible, and they all need to be out the league. No, Trey Lance. We'll give Trey Lance a chance because he behind Dak. You develop. We'll see what Trey Lance look like in a couple years. But Justin Fields, he'll get a chance somewhere else. It's that upside. Zach Wilson, no chance. Maurice, imagine Zach Wilson playing with the Texans right now.
What's the Texans? What's your offensive line?
5 people on IR. That man's scared with people. That man's scared with blocking.
Interception. You get an interception. He gonna be throwing foul balls, bro. As everybody
Fumble,
starts
interception,
all that shit.
fumble.
Hey, so I'm telling you, when it comes to getting a quarterback, I give them 3 years, because if you want that $50 million lottery ticket, then you need to show me something within 3 years. Now, say a guy like Joe Burrow, or CJ, or Patrick Mahomes, they show me something. You have to win a Super Bowl in your rookie contract. That's how that salary cap is, because these people make $50 million. I'm trying. You got to get something immediately. I got to see immediate. Now, your first year, you could be lenient. He gonna make mistakes, but I need to see progression. So guys like Joe Burrow, maybe a CJ Stroud, Patrick Mahomes, guys like that. Those are guys, if they show you some early returns, they ain't got to be perfect, but they show you early returns, then they have a chance at that $50 million. If you are Justin Fields, if you're bad, your team is bad, and you're bad with your team, then you have a shot to having another chance. You may have a second chance to do it. Looking at guys like a Ryan Tannehill, you may have a chance. You won't get that $50 million, but maybe 30, 35. If you hit into the Zach Wilson territory where you bad, but your team is good, then boy, your career done, bro. And that's tough, but that's the quarterback market. So, hey, Zach Wilson, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to them MILFs. And we'll see you. Hey, he going to be selling insurance. He going to be selling stuff like I'm selling things soon. So,
No, his
hey, shout out
family
to Zach
rich.
Wilson, bro.
I think his family got a lot of money.
Oh, his family got a lot of money? He ain't got to worry about this quarterback thing then.
Yeah, I think.
He ain't worry
his family
about this. He got money.
money.
Good for that man, boy. He's still winning even when he's losing.
Always winning, dog.
Jared, I want to ask you this, but I'm going to ask all y'all this. Curious, who's the worst coach in your division? Your division got some terrible coaches. And I looked at that. You got your coach, he terrible. You got Josh McDaniels, you know that. And you got Brandon Staley, can't coach defense, even though he's defense coordinator. Who the worst coach in that division, bro?
Just head coaches?
Yeah, head coaches.
If it's just head coaches, Josh McDaniels.
What y'all think?
It's Josh.
Is that the Raiders?
That's the Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders.
As a ex-Patriots fan, I would like to say I've never liked Josh McDaniels. I've always thought that guy sucked ass. So whatever that's worth.
That's crazy. I thought y'all would like him. That man.
No, I've never liked Josh ever. I've always thought he was very uplifted by what was around him.
And John, you about to say something about that?
No, I was gonna say what make him bad. What make him a bad coach?
Yeah. Well, Jared, Jared got the first-hand experience. Right?
Well, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. he's like the opposite of a player's coach. Like, he treated all of his players terribly, and everybody hated him. I don't know exactly how it was with the Patriots because I tried to get as far away from that man as I could.
Let me look at that.
But
That's some Bill
on the
O'Brien
Broncos,
type
he
beat.
was not good.
That man, so he got Bill O'Brien PTSD type beat. Is that the comparison?
I guess.
Oh, this guy. Okay, yeah. Okay.
No, because Jake, you went on mute because I was about to ask, why do you hate him? Like, that man helped you win 3 Super Bowls, 4 Super Bowls. I don't know how many, a lot of Super Bowls. I don't know why he would hate him. I don't know if y'all saw this play. This man, when they were down 8 points in the Sunday Night Football, this man kicked a field goal and it was under 3 minutes remaining in that game, and that's the only time that's ever happened in football history. And I say that's the most cowardly thing in all of time. The fact that he kicked
the field goal.
They down. It's 3 minutes remaining. That man kicked a field goal down 8. So now it's 23-18. And bro, it's 4th down and 2, 4th down and 3. Like, bro, if you don't go for that and try to tie this game, what are you kicking this field goal for? You down 5 now. That didn't help you at all. There was literally, that man wanted to lose. He had some money on the game, so he just wanted to cover his spread. So I don't know what the heck.
Yeah.
Bro, Jake, why don't you like him? Because I thought he was successful.
Well, yeah, sure, they were successful, but he had fucking the greatest player that's ever played the game at quarterback. And he had arguably the best head coach ever. There was a lot around him that I think was functioning more so than himself. We saw him flame out in Denver in not even 2 years. He got fired, I think, midway through the second year. Am I incorrect on that, Jared?
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, he did have Tim Tebow, who was dog shit, but still.
Hey, don't get on that. Don't roast that Tim Tebow, man. That man.
Sorry. Let me reel it back. But yeah, and then on a personal level, there was the whole thing where he he was gonna go to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And then he was like, nah, I'm good, and decided to come back to New England. That was weird. He's just a weird guy. Something about him.
He get a lot of chances though.
He does get a lot of chances. It's very strange.
He'll try to go away, get back to New England, wait 3-4 years, and then he's gonna get a head coach gig. It's gonna be he's better now. Obviously not. He's the Raiders definitely. I'm surprised no one picked Brandon Staley though. Brandon Staley,
he's probably right there at 2 or 3. I don't know. He's not worse than, he is worse than Sean Payton, I guess.
Yeah, he's worse. Yeah, I say he's worse.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate
Staley's 2 for sure.
Why y'all got 3 bad coaches in the division with the main character? Why? Are you trying to help? You're not helping. Imagine teams like the Dolphins and the Bills who want to get the 1 seed and stuff, and y'all just sitting there all sucking at the same time. Y'all just. This is why we were pissed at New England, because it's the Dolphins and the Bills and Jets just giving him 6 wins every year, making it easy. He get free 6 wins to march in. You get the number 1 seed every time. That's what y'all doing. This is unfair. You see why plot works? Because how you ain't got one good coach in that division, one good head coach in that division, one team the Chargers choke, the Raiders inept, and y'all 70 points.
Not Sean Payton though.
They did.
That is true. Not to tell people.
Well, there you go.
Off that 1 Super Bowl.
But I'm gonna give the floor. I gotta give the floor to my Cowboys guys here, man. It's always important to get a Cowboys segment off. And y'all played well against the Giants. Y'all played well against the Jets. Those are 2. And the funny thing, those are 2 lowest scoring offenses. I think the Jets had 42 and the Giants had 43. So they closed. New York's inept. Now I expected y'all beat the Cardinals. Mauricio, you were very humble with your answer too, and I like how humble you were. Now the script writers still did this. They didn't care about the humble. They said that they funny. Y'all people write the fly. Y'all funny people. Y'all lost to the Cardinals. Didn't expect that. I thought y'all would have. I traded James Conner literally because I thought y'all were gonna stifle him, and it turned out he did pretty well in that game. And Joshua Dobbs, did look good too. So Mauricio, I didn't watch that game. I expected it to be a blowout. It wasn't. Or I don't know if you want to call it blowout the other way. You tell me, and John, you also y'all tell me, why'd y'all lose to the Arizona Cardinals? And what does that do for what confidence does that do for your next week matchup, and especially that San Francisco matchup? How does that affect your confidence for those matchups? But first off, why'd y'all lose to Arizona?
Number 1, shooting ourselves in the foot. I can't I think we probably, I don't know if this is true, but it felt like we had more penalties in that one game than like the last 2 games combined. That's just always, that's been like a theme of the Cowboys for, I don't know, for a long ass time. It's just they just shoot themselves in the foot. It's always a holding call here or pass interference there. For me, that is the main reason. But a close second is just not having the red zone efficiency that we once had. Putting up, I mean, we put up 10 field goals, which it's great. He made all of them, but 10 field goals is not necessarily gonna win you a football game. So
win you fantasy.
Win you fantasy, but not a game. So those are for me the biggest reasons why we lost. And from the first couple plays or drives rather, I kind of had a feeling this was gonna be like, it's just we've watched the Cowboys for such a long time that you see the way they start off a game and you're like, okay, we're probably gonna end up losing this, and it's like you're just watching it unfold at that point, but you know the result.
Yeah. John, how you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything, and like I said, these games scare me more than the games that we, the more challenging games, like the Jets with Aaron Rodgers. For some reason, we just always lose these games. Like when we lost to the Jets in the Mono, we lost to them, which we shouldn't have. But typically, I mean, we just lose games like this. So this is not concerning to me. Like I said, when I was saying the Jets could beat us, the one thing that if you want to beat us, if you can run the ball, they had like 200 rushing yards. So that's our only weakness on defense is our run defense. So, but going forward, I don't think the games like against the 49ers and stuff, I don't think we'll come out flat. This game, it could be the Trayvon Diggs injury, when you have 2 elite corners and Stephon Gilmore, I don't know if he's elite anymore, but when you have 2 good corners, you can, beef up the line. You could take out the nickel and put a linebacker, or you could put a safety in or something like that. Or your safeties can play down lower towards the line of scrimmage. But, this was our backup cornerback first game starting outside. So maybe you want to give him help over the top. Maybe you want to add another corner in a slot, stuff like that. So I think going forward, if we can't stop the run, then our season is over. But
tough.
Yeah, and then like red zones, bro, it's been like this for like going on 3 years now. Our red zone is always, well, they said we had the number 1 red zone last year. I don't believe it, but
it didn't seem like it.
Yeah. When we get in the red zone, it's like it's over, it's up. That's why I ended up picking the kicker up. I was like,
he knows he can't get in. That's
yeah. So when we faced the Jets and they're like, oh, the Jets just have a good defense, I knew it probably wasn't just their defense. It's just we suck in the red zone, point blank. Period.
So are y'all confident against the 49ers? Are y'all confident against the Eagles? Are y'all confident against the matchups?
I'm confident against the Eagles.
He want to face him. You want to face him, Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter, number 1 defensive rookie. That man.
And plus, well, it really depends. Like, if we get our line back, I just think everybody came out flat. Like, on offense, on defense, just overlooked the Cardinals. I don't think the Cardinals, record-wise, they're probably a bad team, but, they look pretty decent to me, so.
They look really good. Hey, but it was.
Hey,
man, y'all facing Patriots. Are y'all gonna play them serious? Or are y'all gonna do what y'all say y'all do? Like are y'all gonna play them serious? Are you gonna try to beat them boys down? Or are you gonna play?
I thought our run defense was fixed, but it don't look like it's fixed. So and the Patriots, they know what Mac Jones is, so they like to run the ball. If we can stop the run, I don't really see too many teams beating us because that's when it's going to come down to your QB, and you get Michael Parsons on 3rd and long and stuff like that. It's not a winning recipe, and that's kind of really for any team, but especially for us. Like if we get you on 3rd and long, and then we still run a man coverage a lot, but with Trayvon Diggs gone, I don't know. I gotta see like how we play going forward. I gotta see if the rookie we drafted, if he can actually get some pressure, and or at least is he's a good run stuffer, things of that nature. But it's not looking good at this moment.
Mauricio, remember we did that simulation on the Cowboys season? They go 14 and 3, right? Or 13, 14, 14 and 3. Is that you feeling 14 and 3? What you feeling?
14 and 3 is
the best,
especially after from this this last result. It makes you want to say no.
I think you should say no. Maybe I'm wrong. I think you should say no.
I don't think it's not.
You've been humble.
It's not out of the question. It's not out of the question.
No, he
obviously.
Being humble. I like that.
Until we lose 3 games, then we can talk again.
I like that, man.
But if the offense can come around, our line gets healthy again.
Make sure to say the right thing too. They listening. Make sure to say that. Keep going.
That's all, and run. Fix up the run defense, then no, don't do that again.
No, because look, I did this. Y'all talking about corners last week. Y'all talking about Sauce Gardner, taking Sauce Gardner, and then y'all lost y'all corner the next day. I'm telling you, they doing this. So look, y'all gotta make sure that Mauricio, you very careful with the words you say, because I make sure look. I'm excited for my quarterback, but I gotta be very careful because when they do this, it's hell. So I'm very careful what I gotta say. And y'all usually get hold the most. Cause y'all say this is our year, and they have the whole headset off. They take off the whole headset. They listen to everything. They don't do this. They take off everything. So stay humble. Be very careful what you're saying. So 14 wins. If I was you, I would say, bro, I'm just trying to get 11, 12 wins, 11 wins. Be competitive. That's all I'm trying. I'm trying to be competitive. That's all I'm trying to do, and that's it. I keep it simple because your plot. Remember. It's up there. You in the club with me and Maurice, lifelong member. If y'all know, Jared, there's another reason your enemy is, very much talked about. It's because, Travis Kelce has a girlfriend, or they're dating. I'm not saying girlfriend. They're dating, right? And from that, Taylor Swift, that man Travis Kelce, boy, that man got a good. I mean, that's some sales, boy. 400,000. I mean, like his sales went 400%. He got 400,000 more followers. I mean, that man is booming. Business is booming. Because, all the Taylor Swift fans are watching football now because they're trying to watch Travis Kelce. So, for the Swifties, couple things I want to ask y'all. This is for the Swifties very specifically. And Jared, John, we had talked about something like this last year. If you could explain football to a Swiftie, if you could explain football in most novice, simple way possible, but make it, they can understand, right? Explain football to a Swiftie, man. Explain, and you can explain any way you want. If you want to explain it with plot, you can do that. If you want to explain it on the X and O's basis, you can do that. But
don't be a Jets fan. Simple enough.
She's not a Jets fan. She a Travis.
They're gonna be a Travis Kelce fan.
She a Travis Kelce fan. She got plot. She ain't trying to. He going to trade to the Jets? That man getting traded to the Jets.
No, he never.
That'd be tough because he be washed at that point. But y'all tell me if anyone got it for the Swiftie fans. This is for y'all. Because y'all help him. I hope y'all help me too. Could you explain football? Simplest form. It could be simple. It don't have to be nothing crazy. I'm curious because y'all really y'all never had to do that. I love that.
Y'all have. There's 3. Normally, y'all have 3 chances. Right, to get 10 yards normally. Now there's technically 4 chances, but most of the time it's 3 chances to get 10 yards. If you get those 10 yards, it resets again.
Okay.
So another four downs, 4 chances, but mainly three chances, and you keep doing that until you get to the end zone, right? Because it's 100 yards in a field, but in totality, if you count the end zones, what is math?
20.
120. Thank you.
You ain't supposed to help that man out. That man. Okay, continue.
You wanted me to fail. I saw that shit. You want to clip
No,
that
you're
shit?
good. You're good.
I know.
No,
I
you're good.
got
Continue.
you. 120 yards. All right. You get into them end zones. That's 6 points right there, bro. Or not. Look at that, bro. Say Swifties. There's 6 points right there. Then you have a chance to do one of two options. Either kick a PAT.
What does that stand for?
Point after touchdown? Is that what it stands for?
Attempt.
Or an
okay.
attempt.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
They'd be confused because like how
I didn't know what I didn't know what
the
that
T.
Point after
They'd be so
touchdown?
confused off that.
You know, I've never thought about it. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I thought it was point after
doesn't make
touchdown.
sense.
Shit.
They would be very confused, and they were like, "Why are we watching this? I didn't get Travis Kelce. I didn't look at Travis Kelce." Continue.
Or the other option, this is what people got them balls, big balls of steel. Oh, another thing too, there's a lot of testosterone that goes around in the NFL, so that they're gonna be doing a lot of questionable things based on testosterone and ball shit. So they might go for two, which is like you have one play to get basically another touchdown. That doesn't count as 6 points though, but it counts as 2 points.
How many? There you go.
2 points. Y'all can. I think I'll stop there. I'll let somebody else, maybe help. Maybe I can explain.
Pretty good.
No, I mean, yeah, I think that's solid.
But you forgot the best part.
What's that?
How long is each quarter?
Oh, that's true.
You gotta break down the rules. They don't know what they're watching.
Damn, you're right. The rules will be hard because it's more visual. You have to see them shits. You have to see some.
So you got two halves, and the Swifties. I know what you're here for. You're here for the halftime performance.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Each quarter is 15 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or is it 12?
Yeah.
15
So you
minutes.
get 2 quarters, and then you get halftime, which is when Taylor Swift is gonna come perform. And then you have another half after that, but y'all probably be gone by then.
Yeah.
They ain't want to watch Travis Kelce. They don't want to watch.
They just want to see her
Nah.
perform. That's why the clips kept going to her,
Yeah.
even after they score.
He got more airtime than Travis did after he scored.
Really? That's hilarious.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I have I asked what are common questions someone would ask. You tell me, you answer these questions for me. So okay. So let's go like this. Okay, so this is simple. We're going simple, easy to hard. How long is an NFL game?
60 minutes.
Oh,
Like in regulation or like
How long does it take?
Yeah, regulation. Yeah, just regulation. Yeah, you don't have to do 3 hours. Yeah.
It's 60 minutes.
Okay. They'd be confused though. You explain that because they will be confused. They thought it would be from 12 to 1. Why is it 12 to 3? Why is it 12 to 3:30? They'd be confused. Why is it that long?
And
You can tell
halftime
them.
is 15.
Yeah.
So why is it ain't 12 to 1:15? What's the issue?
Because every after
Russell
every
break
time.
extra 15
You
minutes?
got there's a lot of things. One, people got to make money. You got to make money. So
Okay.
Two, the players have to rest. So that because we have 3 timeouts, they have to set up the next play. The referees have to move the ball. That's another thing. Injuries are part of the game, so that could also happen. That might slow down. Some stuff.
Add extra 2 hours. That's an extra 2 hours.
Hey, you got to get that paper, bro. NFL got to make their money. ABC, all the NBC, CBS, they all got to make money off it. So add the commercials in there. What else could happen? Amazon Prime, that's another shit. Penalties, that's another big thing that could also slow down the game.
Challenging.
Yeah,
They don't know, but
reviews,
challenging. How do you explain challenging? How would I explain that?
No, because there's a question.
Referee
There's a
makes
question.
a call that you don't agree with, then you can challenge it.
You can throw.
But
a
it's
flag
not
on
all
the
the
play.
calls.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah,
certain
it's
calls.
Only certain calls.
Only certain calls. Yes.
Such as if you're inbounds or out of bounds. Did you catch the ball? Was it a fumble?
Okay.
If Sean Payton's your head coach.
Challenge that too.
All right, what is a kickoff? What is
I
that?
totally forgot about that part of the game. You're right.
That's what starts the game.
That's what starts the game too. I forgot
That's what
about
starts the freaking. What's a kickoff? What is that? Oh boy, they don't know.
Okay, so football is
You
broken.
lose a fan.
A
Okay.
football team is broken into 3. A football team is usually broken into 3 teams within a football team, right? You got the
Wow, that's
special
hard. That's
teams.
confusing, but
I know
continue.
it's crazy, right? One football team, right, can have 3
Okay.
technically teams on it, but it's like subdivisions in the team. So you got special
Okay.
teams. You got
It's like
off-
departments.
Yeah, departments.
That's
right?
not bad. That's not bad. Okay.
Like judicial system, the other fucking ones that you got.
Executive,
Executive,
Legislative.
like
And legislative,
legislative.
yeah.
You can break it in. So special teams, it will be like legislative. I'm gonna go with that, right? Jujitsu is like the defense. They justice and shit like that. And the executive is obviously the offense. Everybody want to see the president. Everybody want to see the offensive play.
That's not bad.
So the kickoffs, the kickoffs is what starts. That's the special teams. So for one play, I guess they'll kick the ball for however long it is. One play, somebody who catches the ball has one play to either get to the end zone, the opposite side of the field, right, to get a touchdown.
A little confused.
It's a little confused.
No, but yeah, keep
okay.
Swifty,
That's right. Okay, if I had visuals, it'll make a little bit more sense. They have one play to get to the other side of the field. If they do not make it to the other side of the field, it's still okay because wherever they are stopped at is where the president, the offense will jump in, and they'll start from there. There you go.
And that's what starts the game.
And that's technically what will start the game.
Okay. Well, what's the difference between a challenge and a review? What's the difference between those two things?
A challenge and a review.
The challenge is started off by a team's head coach.
Yeah. The booth
and then
will
a review will be
things automatically.
Yeah. The refs initiate a review.
Show him the clip of Belichick throwing the challenge flag.
He probably saw it.
Okay, so these are the guy in stripes. They be throwing these yellow things.
Okay.
Right? They throw the yellow things, and then they do they on the live PA, and they're making these calls. What is that? Is that a flag? Is that a penalty? What is that?
It's both. It's not technically both.
It's a flag.
Is that a foul?
Is it both the same?
Penalty when you do something that's against the rules.
What are things that you're not supposed to do in football? What's against the rules?
Hold.
It's a lot. It's a lot of things.
Okay.
Name 5. Give me 5 and tell me why it's wrong. What's wrong with holds?
You can't
People
tackle
like to be held.
somebody by the face mask or their helmet.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Okay.
Can't go low.
You can't grab somebody when they're trying to get away from you if they don't have the ball.
What does that mean?
You can't.
Hold
You can't impend. You can't impend an offensive player or vice versa, a defensive player, from making a play on the ball. In a way, like you can't stop them from making a play on the ball or the ball carrier.
Push. You can't grab.
Yeah.
If they're trying to get away from you.
You can be like in their way, like a moving block, but you can't like physically, like what like I gotta do physics in this shit. They go one way, you go the other way. You can't pull back. You can't do that shit.
You can only grab when you're making a tackle.
Yeah.
With the person who has the ball.
No low blows.
Oh, you can't hit someone in their nuts or something? What are you talking about, low blows?
I was like, if you can't chop block, what it's like? Isn't that if you go
What's a
like
chop block?
Can't go at the knee.
knee? Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, you can't hit their knee. Okay.
No aggressive plays after the whistle has been blown.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
you can't come and push somebody over.
Remember testosterone? There's a lot of testosterone in that
You
shit.
can't talk
Even
shit.
when you're angry.
You can't do that shit.
Helmet to helmet.
Oh, that's a
Can't
important one.
celebrate.
You can't trip people.
Celebrate excessively.
Can't do that
You
shit.
can't celebrate?
No, you
Oh,
can't.
you can't be happy easily?
Excessively.
Like you gotta celebrate
Which
Christians.
can be judgmental sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, is that subjective? Is that
Yeah,
a call that
it's-
you don't have control over?
That is very
No,
subjective.
no props.
Oh, you know,
Especially depending on your team.
You
If
should
your
tell
team
them
the
this.
NFL hates, they're gonna get you.
You should tell them this. The
Like
rules,
the Raiders.
literally, the penalties are all subjective. Usually depending on the refs, because there's a lot of shit that just don't get passed. A lot of shit that you see on live, so the refs won't see and they won't call. So it can be subjective as well. It's not supposed to be, but a lot of times it is.
They're not robots.
Exactly.
And what's the there's a blue line when I watch the game. There's like this blue line. What's that blue line for? Like why we have
Shit, I don't even know what the fuck you
That's
talking
the
about.
line of scrimmage.
Oh, I was like, I don't even know what I don't even know what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah.
That shit blue?
That
man should tell yellow.
That man say, "What the hell you talking about?"
I don't know.
He said, that's when you lost me. What the hell?
That shit not yellow?
That's
I
hilarious.
thought that shit. Oh no, it's the
No,
first down.
That's the first down.
That's
It's not white then. No, okay, it wouldn't be white because other shit's white. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, they've been changing colors in some games.
Really?
I think like Amazon Prime has a different
Wait.
color.
I
What
never
is a
even
line
paid
of
attention to the line of scrimmage. Now I think about it. I never even
What
fucking.
is a line of scrimmage? Now you have to pay attention to that. What is a line of scrimmage?
Fuck, that's just sort of challenging too.
The
The
point
line
of
of
the
scrimmage
where the ball
is
is
where
snapped.
where the ball is snapped from.
That's
It's
where it
when
starts,
it's
is
when the
that what
offense and the defense impend their forces upon each other. So they have to
You
they
can't cross it.
until
So,
it snaps.
You can go back as far as you want. You can go forward as far as you want, but you can't cross that line if you're
Until the
on
play
offense
starts.
or defense.
That's
What happens when
cheating.
you cross the
starts.
line? What happens when you cross that
It's a
line?
penalty.
On both. What's the penalty? What's the penalties called for?
Your
What's
false
the penalty?
start, offsides,
Offsides.
neutral zone
Offside.
infraction, encroachment. To be honest, I don't know what the difference.
What is
between those
encroachment?
two
I agree.
are.
What is encroachment? They got all these words for
Encroachment
that.
is when you
Fuck if I
touch
know.
one of the offensive players and cause them to move before getting it back on the getting back the line of scrimmage. There we go.
Oh,
Couldn't
what's
get
what's that neutral? Okay, so there's neutral zone infraction and there's
Infraction.
Neutral
offside.
zone is when a player is above the ball and the ball
snap.
snaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And offsides is
Offsides.
Offsides when
You're
you're
across the
over the
line.
line. Yeah.
It's like you
Neutral zone,
jump.
it has
You
to
jump
be
back.
within
Yeah.
within a offensive lineman, right? It has to be right over the ball or near the ball.
that's something they really have to look into. Like they have to, like the Swifties, y'all gotta
They're
watch.
gonna.
'Cause they-
That's gonna be sort of
they
confusing
ain't
for
never
them.
get
Hey,
that.
You don't gotta
That's
worry about
something
the line of
expert.
scrimmage. It's alright.
Yeah, that's some. That's
That's
some
very
deep.
irrelevant.
You don't gotta worry about that.
All right, so how do the playoffs work? How does that work? How does the NFL?
The playoffs.
How's that set up?
So
Each
the new
conference-
rules.
Yeah, there's 7 teams that get in. The 4
Okay.
division winners are all home games, and those are organized by how many games they won. And then there's the wild cards, which are like it's 3 teams now, right? Also organized by wins.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just the 1 seed now has the first round bye, right?
Oh, they get to take a week off, huh?
Yeah, they get to take a week off.
Why
spend
they get
time
an
with the
advantage when they so
family,
good?
Listen to
Why they
Taylor
get an advantage?
Swift.
Because they worked hard and they deserve it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, like,
deserve
why they get
it.
the advantage? Ain't that unfair? Doesn't that make it easier for them to win everything?
It sure
Yep.
does.
You would think.
But sometimes
But it's
not
not a
always.
disadvantage. Anybody can get that. You
Well,
just have
anybody
to
can
win
get
it.
those, huh?
Yeah. No participation trophies in the
it's up,
NFL.
up for grabs by every team in the NFL.
Well,
And
who
more
usually
than
gets it? What
likely-
teams get it?
And more than likely, if you
Patriots
earn
or
that,
Chiefs.
you took a good beating. Your team probably took a lot of beating, so you probably need that rest.
All right, well, hey, this football thing sounds interesting, man. Like I only know Travis Kelce.
That's all. That's
Like,
all you need
what-
to know at this point, really.
It's fine.
Was there,
Just
is
watch
there any
Travis
other-
Kelce and see what you
You'll
do.
have fun. You'll have fun watching just Travis Kelce.
Just watch his
Is there any
ass.
other players I should know? Is there any other players?
I guess the person throwing him the ball, he's pretty important.
Yeah.
You should watch
Sounds
him
like
as well.
Kermit.
He does.
So I should only focus. I shouldn't even focus on the other players who catch the ball
Fuck them.
for that team.
Let's just fuck them. Just fuck them. Who cares about them, bro? All right. Just watch.
Just
let's
watch
watch.
Travis and
the
watch
person
the
throwing
clips
them.
when they pan to Taylor.
There you go.
Watch out
And
for
if,
Deshaun
if Travis, if Travis gets hurt, then what do I do?
Just watch the other person throwing the ball,
Just
bro.
watch Taylor.
Or that
Yeah,
too.
just quit football.
Close your eyes when the game is going.
Go back to pop music, I guess. Go back somewhere else.
Because one thing, a funny thing, like Jared, they gonna know your players because they gonna be like, dang, this Travis guy is like always scoring on these guys. This Travis guy's doing so well. Yeah, it's gonna be. What y'all play? What's the first game with Kansas City?
in Kansas City. Yeah.
That's gonna be fun, boy, Jared. We gonna have fun watching that. Jared, we streaming that game. If you trying to break the clause, we got to stream some of these games.
They do.
It depends.
Oh, they're gonna be watching Sunday Night Football too. The Swifties. Can we play the Chiefs this week?
Oh man,
They're gonna be
oh,
watching.
man. Is
So
it New
we'll
York? Where's it? New York or
I have
in
no
Kansas
idea
City?
where I have no idea.
Oh, I gotta stream
I
that.
do-
I'm ready to stream that just to see catastrophe. That's all I'm here for.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Good
Should be a
enough.
close
Can we-
game.
When
Should
can
be
we
a close
start flexing
game.
games?
Close game.
Is it?
Oh
next
no,
week?
they haven't flexed
Oh,
yet.
okay.
They'll flex like later in the year. They don't flex early in the year, so we're stuck.
I wish they would. I wish.
Yeah,
They
when can
gotta
when
stop
can they
doing
start?
that.
No, for real, they should.
They gotta start flexing like if the team is actually doing well.
They do it like week 10.
The
type
second
thing. They don't- they
Yeah,
don't-
I
Aaron
know.
Rodgers tore his Achilles, they should have canceled this shit.
No, really. Cancel the whole
They should have
season.
learned
bro.
their lesson with the Broncos.
Yeah.
that Broncos. Yeah, how many primetime games you got, Jared?
Oh,
This year?
Yeah, how many you got
That-
this year? It should be one.
only
or
a
zero.
couple.
You know the Texans don't have
It's
any
more
like
than zero.
solo
I know.
games?
We ain't got none. We
That's
12
crazy.
o'clock.
Yeah,
We ain't got no Thursday night. We had no prime time. There's no Thursday night game.
Because last year I went to the Eagles.
They didn't give us
like
none.
the Eagles home game, but
Oh, you went to that one?
Yeah,
I
we
was
were
there
terrible.
too.
Yeah. We were terrible.
so this is what I'm saying. Like, what's going on?
Oh no, yeah.
That's
They
crazy.
said they don't believe they gave the Broncos something out of us, but that's understandable. They didn't expect any success. Jared, you got a couple of prime time. I'm gonna watch them, Jared. We gonna watch. I'll tell y'all for the people, for the fans, the games I'm trying to watch. I'm definitely trying to watch Jets Broncos. Hey, that's a full live stream. Hey, all y'all could jump on if y'all can. We watching some Jets versus Broncos. I'm ready to see some catastrophe, boy. That's some bad offense, boy.
Did we go to
I'm ready to
Bears?
see all
It's a primetime game?
I don't think it's probably like a 3.
No.
Jets, Broncos.
It's like a 3:25 game. I feel like
Jets,
like,
Broncos. It's like 3:25
Cool.
Central.
I need to find. I'm gonna find a way to watch it because I gotta watch catastrophe. I need Sunday ticket low key, or maybe I just get red zone. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna watch that game. We gonna stream Jets Chiefs. I need to watch see if they blow them out. And Jared, I want to find a way to watch Chicago versus you guys, but I want to see who getting that Caleb, because y'all know whoever lose, Caleb Williams time, boy. It's the Caleb Williams show, boy.
I don't even think the Broncos can get him. Ain't
they
they
got
tied
the
to Russ?
Oh no, I would still do it. I'd take the money. Whatever I need to do, get rid of him, I would do.
They'll eat that money.
They'll eat though for sure. The
Yeah,
people at Walmart,
they got
rich.
Walmart.
They got
the
that
money.
Walmart money. They find a way to get Russell Wilson. Great value. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of Russell Wilson. They need to get they trying to get that Caleb Williams plot. Who door open like that?
That shit was creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
That's some Halloween opening. Who door open?
That shit right there. That shit right there. I was like, whoa.
That was my door.
Imagine I
I
was
was
like,
coming early.
I was like, whoa, bro.
if you saw something crazy, I'm gonna ask
the
y'all. This
background.
is unrelated. If y'all saw something crazy behind you, like one of y'all say something crazy happening behind you, like someone coming up on you, what you gonna say? What would you say to that person on camera?
Well,
At least
I
it's
say
on
to them
video.
on camera.
On camera?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's my front door that's right behind me. So if somebody just burst in right there, I'd be a little terrified.
Yeah, like, what do you say to that? Like, we're not close to each other. 911 ain't gonna help you in time. Like,
I said, if you
Hold
kill
up,
me,
I'm filming this podcast.
exactly.
Give me a
If
second.
you
Yeah.
kill me, they got that shit on proof. Go to this
Yep.
man. Oh, they don't know where y'all live at, so it wouldn't matter.
No.
We got 5 other witnesses.
Literally.
maybe
Tilt
I
this
shouldn't.
camera
Bang.
up so y'all can see his face.
Yeah, maybe you don't warn nobody because you just like you wanna. It's
Just
better to
blow
go
my
out
brains
with no
out?
terror. I had to go
Blow my
out
brains
with
out.
zero terror than just to go out just as done rather than like look up, turn around and have that little bit of terror. Shall we should do Halloween stuff. We'll talk. We'll see. Hey, the Broncos, y'all are scary, boy, in a bad way. So the Jets. So the Jets. But hey,
At
thank you
least
guys.
with the Jets. Oh, never mind.
No, wait. What you about to say? What you about to say?
No, I'm saying at least with the Jets, it's like a one possession game. Like the Jets still could have won that game
Which
had he
one?
caught the Hail Mary. That's what I thought the Broncos was gonna be like. I thought they'll at least keep the games close. Like,
Oh, no,
what's
that's
up, bro?
the worst
Like,
game.
what's up with y'all defense? Giving up 70
worst game.
points. I
That's
thought
the-
that's something like the Texans would do. Like,
I don't think.
how
I
the
don't
Broncos?
I don't know. How you say that. I don't think I would do that.
No, I'm just saying because, like, you know, that year y'all had like a very bad defense. So
Yeah.
I would just assume that
I
if
think anybody
anybody
in history-
defense would give up 70, it would be y'all's and not the Broncos.
I mean, it'd be more likely, yes, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's crazy. 50 points. That's like Madden.
Crazy.
I couldn't
Jared,
even do that in Madden.
You part of the
Oh,
club,
yeah.
Jared. You part of the club now.
Did you watch
You know,
the whole game?
Yeah, did Jared watch the whole game? Jared, did you watch that game?
No. No.
You cut it off. I always watch our entire games, even if we lose.
I used to do that too.
I stopped watching.
After the
I
sixth,
missed
seventh,
most
eighth.
of the third quarter.
That's a good thing.
Purposely?
Yeah. After Cortland started his
Mad
fumbles,
as
I was like, okay.
He said, I got things to do with my life.
Yeah, I just
Better
switched
think
to
of it.
another game for a
You
while.
was looking for the pen?
Look, Jared, I told you, boy. I don't know why y'all need to listen to me when it come to plot. I know plot. Jake, I'm telling you. Like I said, you've seen all of these things. You've seen all of my clips. You've seen what I told Jared about plot, and he lost by 50 the next week. I'm telling you, y'all need to listen to me when it come to plot. I know
Oh, yeah,
plot. I
Jake.
can see it.
So, Jake, you think your team winning this week?
That man.
What team? I don't have a team.
You got a team. Even if you may not claim them. Because there was a time when Jesse didn't claim his team. You got a team.
I don't have
So,
a team.
yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, what do you think the Patriots, you think they're going to win this week or what?
Probably not, but it's much more interesting than I thought it was going to be headed into last week.
Yeah. So you've been scoping your team out?
I mean, I pay attention. You know, I follow.
That's cool.
That man trying to find a way to troll. He trying to get you into it so he can troll you.
Nah,
that's
I'm not
hilarious.
trolling. Like, I literally put him. That's his team, and we all gotta have a team because we all come on here and suffer. So you know, if we can't just let you get by, you know.
Hey, you can sign the pen and just abandon all hope, and you can be where I'm at.
Yeah, but on that contract, your team is still on it. You know, you still have to sign it next to your team name.
Yeah,
so you're still a part of something.
I don't know about that one.
Hey man, but Jake,
yeah.
I mean, you just came off a dynasty. You came off a dynasty, so.
Yeah.
But hey, yeah, whoever the Patriots face the Cowboys, so we'll see how that works. And John, if y'all beat the Patriots, you find a way to gloat anyways, and Jake be like, "Nah, I don't care about that." But hey, we'll see if you do.
I told you I'm not going to week 5.
Not going until week 5.
And but hey, look, hopefully they don't listen. Hopefully they had their ears closed. Hey, all that mattered on this pod. If the Swifties, if anybody listened, all that mattered is that Jared is a part of the freaking club. That's all that mattered. They lost by 10 or 15. He wouldn't have been on it. But yeah, everybody clap. All that mattered is that Jared has joined the Bad Plot Club.
Good job, Jared.
And he's an honorary member. We didn't think we'd get a Bronco in here. We expect other people. We didn't expect a Bronco in here. But that's like one of our biggest accomplishments, boy. So, yeah, we lost the Chief man, the guy who's a Kansas City fan. We lost the Chiefs fans a couple years ago, and we were like had a void. And you come in and fill that void, and I'm so happy about it. So,
for it, bro.
Jared,
I was getting lonely and bored.
I know, boy. We missed the Chiefs, boy. we missed the Chiefs. Them boys were in plot hell, boy. But we missed them boys, babe. And Jared, like I said, I can't give you that gift box. That was a last week deal. But I can definitely give you some I give you like a shirt, like a commemorative T-shirt, maybe a mug. But we gonna make you happy here, man. And after 5 years, you can be in the VIP section. Get to be in the VIP section and really have a good time. And if those three, and Jared, is realistic that you don't make a Super Bowl, don't make a playoff push, and don't beat the Chiefs in 5 years. I actually believe that. Your plot is that bad. So, hey, have fun. We're going to have fun. We're all going to have fun together. Texans fans, Cowboys fans, Broncos fans, and Jets fans, boy. Especially you. Hey, and anyone watching here, if you got Bad Plot too, you can join the club as well. I got free openings for everyone. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, especially if you want to be a part of the Bad Plot Club. Jared, I'm going to send you that contract. I need that contract sent back. I will talk to my lawyer, get that Chiefs in there, and I need it sent back tonight. I'm showing it on the next podcast. On the next podcast, I'm sharing my screen, and I'm showing that contract, and it has to be a signature on that. If it ain't, then the perks, and you want to get these perks, you better sign because, we have limited supply for all these perks. But yeah, for more content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Join the Bad Plot Club. We'll have a good time. We'll catch you guys on the next video, and we are out of here. Peace.